Hello, hello, good morning, and welcome to another one of our series here on XY Spark. Thank you for joining us. Wherever you are joining us from, we are so grateful to have you. How is it going in your neck of the woods? How are you feeling? Have you guys been having a great week? My week has been interesting. I've had, been out in the community. I had a very interesting conversation just last evening. Went into the hospital there to do a checkup on myself, and I was talking with a brother, and we had a really, really interesting conversation. So we're going to talk about some of that today as we continue to explore the Freedom Friday. The program is Morning Mania. I'm your boy and men's life coach, Rolando. Wherever you're joining us from, we appreciate you. If you're joining us live here on Facebook, if you're joining us live on LinkedIn, or if you're on YouTube, listen, guys, thank you for being here. We appreciate you, and we just wanted to say to you that this program would not be the same without your presence and without your participation. Guys, I just wanted to also continue to send a huge shout out to those of you who continue to join us here for our podcast or live podcast. Wherever you're joining us from, we want to let you know that we really love and appreciate your presence. And so, wherever around the world you are located, you may be in South America, you may be North America, in Europe, in Asia, you may be somewhere in the United Kingdom or different parts of the Caribbean or down on the African continent or even down under in Australia and places like New Zealand. Wherever you are, you may be there in Antarctica, Pole or South Pole, we don't know. But wherever you are located, we just want to say to you, thank you so much for being a part of the XY Spark family. I also wanted to just remind you right now that out there, the Weather Network is reporting that it's 4 degrees Celsius, feels like zero. The weather is starting to warm up here in northern Alberta. We do hope that you're having good weather where you are. You're enjoying all the beauties of spring and you are just getting out. You and those little ones just start to enjoy the great outdoors if you're living in parts around the world where you were harassed by the frigidity of the winter weather. If not, you may be in somewhere that's warm and beautiful, and you've been enjoying that tropical sunshine right throughout the year. You know what, guys? I love that you're doing that. I wish I were like you. So I wish I were in your position. And that is me being really honest and truthful to you right now. But different places around the world people are located, and we all try to make the best of what we've got while we've got it. On another note, just wanted to remind you that the program is Morning Mania, and Morning Mania is a program designed to provide a meal in the morning for men on the move with daily motivation, inspiration, and life coaching tips that seeks to motivate, rather, empower, and nurture a changed mindset. I am Rolando, your boy and men's life coach. Freedom Friday. I was privileged enough to have a conversation with a brother just last night as I was visiting the Merge to seek to get a checkup because I wasn't quite sure what was going on in my body, in my mind, and I thought to myself, it's a great idea to go and check the experts to see how they can give me some answers. I'm just rejoicing. I'm saying, for those who are like me, I'm just saying, thank God everything came back. It was crisp, it was clear, and so while sitting there in the merge, I engaged in a conversation with some of the other persons who were there with me, and we were talking about the idea of how, as men, uh, do what is our role and how do we find that space to fulfill our roles. And I engaged in a conversation with a particular brother, and I want to send a shout out to you. I didn't get his name, sadly, but we had a very interesting conversation. And one of the things that he said that not just one, but he said a few things that I wanted to talk about today that as men we need to learn how to be more in control of. He said to me, Rolando, Awareness. Awareness is one of the things that as men we need to be more mindful of. So, how do you free yourself from not being more aware as you should be? How do you free yourself from being in a world where you're careless, where you're just living on the edge, you're not continuing to do those things that is going to help you to stay grounded, to stay focused, to stay connected with yourself and connected with your family? How do you develop the attitude to practice more awareness in your day to day life and freeing ourselves from those cycles that are not helping us to develop our best assets? That's not helping us to grow. That's not helping us to become better as we function in our homes, as we function in our workplaces. In order for us to really balance those things, that awareness cannot be ignored. The next thing that we spoke about is, you know, how as men we struggle with ego. How do we as men learn to leave ego at the door so that we can give humility an opportunity to be active and present in our day to day lives? So, are you that man who is really struggling with ego? Are you struggling with ego? Do you find that it's so difficult for you to let ego go? And what does that look like for you? Ego and humility are constantly in conflict. Ego shows up and it says to you and it says to me that this is how it has to be. Ego says to you and it says to me, don't listen. Don't take any talk from anyone. Don't seek to reason. Just hold on to your own way. But humility says open up. Humility says give it a chance. Humility says seek to explore the possibility of a different scenario. Ego says my way or the highway. Humility says, what if your idea is better than mine? What have I got to lose if I try it? Ego says, I've got to go out there and do it all by myself. Humility says, there's no shame in asking for help. Ego says, right now, I am one man against the world. I don't need anybody. I can do it all by myself. This is my show. Humility says, whatever I need to do to get the quality supports that is necessary, I will do so that I can beat this. And so, as you go on your way today, Freedom Friday challenges you to seek to connect with the right kind of supports that's going to help you to evolve into the best version of yourself so that you will no longer be held a slave to egocentrism. You'll no longer be held a slave where you lack the awareness. You'll no longer be caught in that wave where you are not doing the things that you need to do to grow so that you can impact the world in a more positive and transformative way. So as you go on your way today, Freedom Friday appeals to you. It appeals to me to make the effort to change the way things are going. So I'd like you to seek to reflect this thought with me right now. It is my desire and it's my determination to be free from any obstacle that's going to prevent me from reaching my true potential. It is my desire and it's my determination to allow myself to be free from anything that's going to prevent me from reaching my true potential. This is your boy and men's life coach Rolando here in XY Spark. Thank you for joining us, and we continue to remind you that at XY Spark, we believe that there is a spark in you.